Hello my good students, welcome back to our War on the Sea Let's Play series as the mighty Imperial Japanese Navy. Following on from our previous episode, we do have the Shokaku here and the whole task force, which is now rearmed and refueled, going straight back into the Guadalcanal theatre of operations and ready to duel this next enemy aircraft carrier, which has reared its bloody ugly head again. This is one of two that are available to them, so we can't completely rule out the possibility that they have two active at a time. It's not entirely likely, I've never seen that before, but it is a possibility. The AI do be playing tricks. The AI sure do work in mysterious ways. So with that being said, we need to get our Shokaku, like I said, straight back into the action. Get as many zeros up as possible to protect both task forces here, because we have lost what we had on Guadalcanal airfield. That will be replenished over the next day or so. So we are going to be in a bit of a pickle there, with the Fuso task force out in the open, already having taken a bit of damage. So let's go back to the strategic map and see what we can do about that then, hey? And what we can do is, unfortunately, not a hell of a lot. We only have 2 vows in total available on Guadalcanal. This will change once we upgrade the airfield, which will be very soon. Let's see exactly how long this is going to take. It's going to take 2.5 hours of game time to get over there, which is nothing at all. However, that will take a little bit longer with engagements coming in from the enemy aircraft carrier, which will very likely be bringing in more attack aircraft to look for us. We do have scouts in the air for it, although a lot of them are returning to base now, so we're going to start relaunching those. If you remember, we did lose a... I'm just trying to find the button there. We did lose a catapult launcher from one of our heavy cruisers over here. I'll double check which one that is in just a moment. If we go all the way down here, use all its fuel there, excellent stuff. So it was actually the Kumano which lost one of its 2 catapult launchers. Not going to be too much of a problem at the moment, but that is something to think about. Won't have so much availability there of Jakes. We're going to launch one off of the Chokai as well, and that's actually going to come down in this sort of direction here and cover our flank, I think, like that. The submarines are waiting for their Jakes to come back into to refuel and rearm. We're going to bring the Shokaku all the way down like that. We don't have many command points to spend to reinforce anything, so that's not going to be a possibility. We are going to double check the rest and repair, and that is coming down very nicely, although we do have, not that we're going to get all the points to bring it back, but just the Yamato is going to take another 5 days, which is probably not going to see that again, unfortunately. We did lose that rather quickly. Took far too long to avenge it there as well. The I-19 does have a Jake available to launch, so that's what we're going to do. We're going to do a very wide scouting pattern over here, and I think that's pretty much it, really. Let's carry on, shall we? See what happens. There we go. So there is the light cruiser heavy task force that we did hit one of their destroyers with VOWs in the previous video. What we could do is try and engage that actually with our Fuso task force, which might be a decent idea. Should we review the damage we took from that strike yesterday? It's not too bad. We could certainly take that on, and I think that's what we're going to try and do. We might launch something to soften that up a bit. Let's just check distance there. That is not too bad actually. We could launch some Kates from the Shokaku, which I think is what we're going to do, and once we've done that we might launch some Zeros off as well, just to give that a bit of covering, but it will take most of the Zeros fuel up just getting to the Fuso, which is why I'm a little bit hesitant to do that at the moment. But let's carry on, see what happens in the meantime. They might catch up to us actually before that happens. They are coming back and retreating, but this task force will be quicker than ours. Not a problem there. Shokaku is ready to launch again. I am going to launch some Zeros just in case there. They're going to go straight over the Fuso like that. So let's carry on Let's see what we can do. Yeah, Shokaku is ready to launch again, not a problem. Fuso Task Force, yep, there we go. Not quite in time to launch or to get our Zeros in position there. This is likely going to be with the surface fleet, which I think we're going to avoid at the moment, but we are going to have to watch out for this strike group now. So let's go to everything and turn on all of our possible air radars, like that, and see what we can do. What we can do is probably not a lot, actually. Probably not a lot. What have they got? Is it Avengers? No, it's dive bombers. Okay. Well, let's just turn. Get some speed up. Like that. So what was the maximum speed of the Fuso? It was 24, yeah. So 25 from here is probably a decent speed to go like that. Probably not got enough time to split our forces in two there. But I think with dive bombers, it's probably the best idea to keep everyone together, actually, and just try and turn things individually when they do come over. So what we're going to do is compress time, bring them in a bit closer. There's not a lot we can do, which is rather unfortunate. There we go. You can see you're just getting in range now, and now we can't compress time anymore. What does it look like these are going for? Possibly the Fuso, I think, which is turning as much as it can. Mice even, yeah, that's a Fuso strike. I think this turn is probably beneficial for us. Oh, would like a narrow target perhaps. Oh, that's quite tight. Jesus Christ. What did that do? Just missed our magazine there. Didn't hit anything too important. We might have to send this back. Might have to send this back to repair. This is going for a heavy cruiser. This is going for the Takao. Not the Takao, the Tonne. Oh, no, no, no. Okay, drop two before they dropped. Okay, that's better. But that was a skirting hits there. He has to go for the Mogami, the Kumano there. And that actually was that's as good as it could have gone, really. So it's the Fuso that's really damaged there. Going to order a retreat. We should have done that ages ago. Okay, so we're going to stop actually with everyone. Bring them down to 0 speed and let the Fuso get on top of these fires if possible. Well, I think I am actually going to pull this back and actually at least replace the Fuso there. What's made me decide that is this, we've just lost too much there. I don't like the idea that we've lost a director and we have 6 other general things just either lost or flooding out. It's ridiculous, that damage. I don't want to risk anything. We could probably take that engagement with the light cruisers, but I like to try and take engagements that are absolutely in our favour if we can. It's also quite likely that we'll find another air attack before the Zeros get here, but we'll have to see. Unfortunately, we don't have a lot of control over that now. You never know. We are very close. There we go. Yeah, there we go. This is going to be dive bombers now. So what we're going to do is actually try and widen our spread of ships here, like that. It's not going to happen instantly, but we'll see. Yeah, this is not going to be fun at all. Okay, cool. Let's turn on everyone's radars. We should have done that to start with. Like this. There we go. Yeah, that's so many of them. That is so many of them. It's very likely we're going to lose a ship in this engagement or over the next couple of engagements. Not a hell of a lot we can do about this. We're going to have to retreat. Oh, okay. Well, we can try and retreat there and see what happens about that. But it might be the case that we can't stop that. Should be rather unfortunate there. The Kates can't get sight of the American task force there because that would have counted as an engagement. So they were, even though they were 40 kilometers away with that dive bombing attack, they were still part of the engagement, which is rather frustrating. Rather frustrating. We'll see what we can do. Now they've overshot it. Where is this going then? That must be towards the carrier. Something to note, but I think this is just going to be a retreat situation here. So having said that, let's try and get off a timer. And what have we got? Oh, we've got zeros over us. That's okay. Let's try and get actually some air radar on. Let's see if we can use these zeros to shoot down any attack aircraft that might be about. But otherwise, we're going to just get off and retreat. New aircraft bearing it. That's just the Kingfisher there. Okay. Not going to plan on shooting down the Kingfishers because they know where we are. It's not going to make much difference. What I'm going to do is get some smoke up and just retreat, I think. Like so. Get them on the outlying ships and the leading ships, and that will be enough, I think. I'll see you back on the map. Just like that. So we're going to get the Kates back over, but I think we're going to lose our fuel before anything decent happens there. So we're going to launch some more from the Shokaku. You can get that over like that to try and protect our flank like that. These should be in range now to drop off the cargo. So let's do that, and indeed they are. Excellent stuff. Oh, that is so much going into it there. Brilliant, brilliant, brilliant stuff. And they can go all the way back now. Your long journey has finally come to its end. There we go. Excellent stuff. So where does that leave us with this? We are certainly going to upgrade our airfield like that, and that's all we can do. Yeah, so what we're going to do with that is actually press new air, and there we go. That's restocked our zeros over here, so they're going to go straight over the Fuso like that. Brilliant stuff. We're going to go over to the rule set and see exactly what that will do for us in terms of air, and that will give us, yeah, 8 total zeros available. We do just need to wait for the ones we lost to restock, which is brilliant stuff. I will see you back in a second when we have more to report. Though having said that, before we go, I am going to launch an aircraft off of this I-17 and try and go over here and try and follow where that Kingfisher was going to see if it might spot that carrier, because that is an absolute priority threat now. We're going to fill in this gap here with a few aircraft as well, just to scout around like that, and I think that would do. And not long after that, and under heavy rain, we have been engaged by all of these fighters. Now, fighters not a huge problem. I'm going to pause here because it's going to take quite some time to actually get our own fighters to destroy, or at least to start attacking these. What I'm going to do is the usual, tell everyone to attack a specific target, and I'll be back with you in just a second because this will be rather tedious and take too much time. Okay, now that that's done, we have so many zeros in action here because we brought in the 4 from Guadalcanal as well. So we have 16 total zeros available against their assumed 12 Wildcats, which is absolutely amazing stuff here. Surely we should win, and they're right on top of our flak as well. They're going to have far too much to think about over here. But it is looking rather messy so far. Can't quite get the angle on them to attack. We are having to dive down a little bit to get to them. Let's have a look closer in at the map here if we are attacking anything. It doesn't quite look like we can get anything just yet. Where's this one going? Yeah, well, let's let this guy's going max speed. It should be right on the cusp of firing at this one. We've lost a zero already. Great stuff. Excellent start. What have we got contact with? Just another plane by the looks of it. Excellent stuff. Brilliant, brilliant, brilliant. We've shot down one over here. We're going to get this one to attack the one straight ahead of it. How are we looking with this? Looks like we're just on the tail of a couple here. Is this going to be... Come on. Open up, open up. Nah, I couldn't quite see it. Such a high speed fight actually. Look at that. They've not got any time to turn. Just going to flip through as many as we can here and see if we can get some decent action off. Down's another one somewhere. Excellent. Can't quite see that. We've got some fights on going in the back there. Drop down another enemy. Brilliant stuff. Oh, I'm liking this. So the one we lost was a number 9. I'm going to assume that was from the Shokaku. Which is... Oh, we've got people on our tails there. got people on tails. This one's got to come up very quickly. We've just dropped another 2 wildcats in quick succession there. What's this one going for? Let's get people to reorder like that. Brilliant stuff. Okay, looks like we've downed a fair amount of them actually. Yeah, we have not been keeping on top of this, down quite a few. So we're very near the end now. There we go. Look at that. There we go. 2 on 1 there. That's what the quality of numbers is all about there. See if this one can get the one it's chasing. We have still only lost the 1-0 so far. Very nice effective trades there. Let's have a look at a report. So we've got, so that's 12. That's all the wildcats down. Excellent stuff. So they should only have a kingfisher about, but so I cannot see it. So we're going to ask for a retreat and have a look on the map here to see if we can spot anything. We might have actually shot down a. There we go. That's all of it now. Brilliant stuff. Must have shot down the kingfisher without me seeing. Could have been a little more efficient. We did forget to reorder our zeros after they were attacking people. It's absolutely fine. We did win in the end and only lost 1-0. Rather good. So let's go out. That's everything done. And we're going to carry on with the retreat there. We're going to double check the fuel that the zeros have. That's a fair amount from Guadalcanal. It's not a lot from Shokaku left. So I think we're going to launch some more if we can. We're not, yeah, that's exactly what we're going to do. We're going to go to the Fuso straight away from that. And we are going to hunt down that carrier, I think. I'll see you in a second. Alrighty then, so we have just spotted the enemy CV all the way out here. Let's check the distance to Fuso actually. Yeah, it's just within their attack distance actually, so we should see less frequent attacks now that we're moving away. But what we should do with that is actually check the distance from our own carrier, and that's a decent position actually. So I've marked it on the map. You can see a map note there. And we've marked it as USCV, and it'll give us a time and date it was last spotted there. We are going to move the I-17, of course, straight in there, but it's highly unlikely we'll be able to catch it. But we'll see what we can do. We're going to try and keep some Jakes in that area. So launch one off the Commando again and go straight over there, and that's going to circle around and see what happens. We are running out again of daytime hours. This seems to be the case. We always spot it far too late in the day, so I doubt we're going to be able to get any meaningful strikes off on that today, which is rather a shame. But we're just going to have to deal with it and see what we can do. Going to get this one off as well, because that was looking for the carrier, and that could stay over there as well. Let's get into it. Okay, so situation report. We still have that carrier well in sight, but the time is ticking. We are running out of daytime hours now. It is not likely we're going to be able to get an airstrike on them, and our submarine has overpassed them. But we have come into contact with this chasing task force over here, and they are 18.3 kilometers away from us. So what we're going to do is try and get into range there, a little bit closer, maybe 15 kilometers away from them, and see what happens. We do have the Fuso task force coming in as well to reinforce. I did think maybe a pincer movement might be useful to bolster our forces there, no matter what we face. But they're not quite in the engagement zone at the moment. Perhaps they will follow on and come in from the north over here during this time, but you never know. We might just be lucky with that. So what we're going to do is go full speed with the Fubuki over to this direction here and try and intercept them there. We're going to go at a 30 knot speed there and try and chase them down. Okay, so now we are 13.3 kilometers away from them. I think that's a very acceptable distance to start attacking them, and we're already climbing up to a decent firing solution. We get 1 or 2 more salvos out, and we will be looking very nice. And there do seem to be rather a bit of confusion here. Not entirely sure what sort of direction they want to go in, and they're leaving the Farragut's for dead over here. Just wants to go, it's deserting, wants to go straight out to retreat. Even the Benson or Gleaves that we hit with dive bombers previously is coming in for a bit of a fight. So we're going to see how our shells land. Not too far off actually. We're going to change our Congo's solution to a narrow spread. How are our heavy cruisers doing? Yeah, I think we're going to change them to heavy as well. We have the Congo and the Chikuma firing on the Cleveland, whereas the Myoko is firing on the Brooklyn, with our destroyers all firing on the Benson. Hey, there you go. Oh dear. And we have the Shokaku using its secondaries to fire on the Marne, which is this one here. But you never know how it's going to go. This one's just decided to stop. I imagine that's so it doesn't hit the Brooklyn ahead. But dearie me, this game. It's you drunk. Go home. Go home. You're drunk. Oh my god. Yeah, that's not going to last very long, the slow speeds. It's not really worth trying to get a manual shot off there. How's the Chikuma's solution doing? It's doing very well, actually. It's doing very well indeed. Let's get that on narrow. How's Myoko's doing? Oh, it could do a bit better. Let's get it up on spotting still. Our shells are getting closer and closer. Saying that, that one landed quite far away. How are our destroyers doing? Not the best, so we're going to keep them on full one spotting. Fubiki, yeah. Oh, you've taken a hit. You've taken a hit to your rudder and propeller there. Interesting. How do they get a hit so far away? It's the secrets of radar, that's what it is. That is exactly what it is. I do want to keep going on a straight line for now, though. I know it's not particularly advisable, but they are starting to think about running away. Actually, the Cleveland is going still at 7 knots. So I might actually think about getting a couple manual fires off on that. So let's hold off with the Chikuma there. And try and get a manual shot off now, actually, like that. Let's go over here, like that. No need to lead too much if it's only going 8 to 7 knots. Congo, you're ready to fire as well, so let's get going like that. There we go. Brilliant stuff. It's unfortunate we can't get the whole salvo off there. So what we're actually going to do is turn around, like, despite what I said a second ago, get them some more space like that. Do have a piece overhead, or Jake rather, overhead, doing some spotting. Oh, is that where we just aim? That can't have been. That can't have been. Okay, well, we're going to get... I don't think I told the Chikuma to hold off after that. Oh, I did. Brilliant stuff. So we're going to re-fire, re-aim. It is picking up some speed now, so this might not be as easy as we thought. We're going to try it anyway, and we're going to take us off of now. We're going to get some spotting fire on that. Congo, we're going to do the same. Get one more manual fire off on that. Manual, and we'll go about there, I think. And that can carry on with spotting fire like that. See how that's going. It is laying smoke now, so it is in retreat mode. How are we looking though? Saying 0 is leaving the engagement area. It's not a problem. We weren't going to use them. It's okay. Not too sure that those manual shots. Okay, actually no, there was a hit. There's a hit. I'll take that. Means we're getting a bit better at aiming actually with our manual shots. No sign of the Congo's shots coming in there. So I'm just going to carry on and see what happens, I think, there. Although the Brooklyn is getting very, very close. So what I'm going to do is actually hold off there and get everything to fire on the Brooklyn, because it has chosen death. Very much chosen death there. Chikuma, you can do the same. There's no point firing at the Cleveland if it's going to lay smoke and run away. So carry on like that, please. Excellent stuff. Myoko is already firing at it. We're going to check its solution, which is brilliant, actually. We just make sure it's not doing spotting fire and make sure it's firing to hit. Excellent stuff there. Its speed is 20 knots. It is going somewhat at a decent speed. So we're going to leave it like that. We do still have a fire. Is that on? What is that? That is the Naganami. It's changed damage from the propellers over to the front now. Should be okay with that. It is of course the Brooklyn, I believe, firing at that. So with so much fire coming in, it's just straddling it, isn't it? That is very frustrating. Congo, what's your solution? Yeah, fire to hit, please. We're going to look at the Chakumas. Yeah, fire to hit. Get off of spotting. I don't trust my manual aim to actually do a much better job than what we're doing now. So we're going to get the Shokaku actually to fire on that as well. Going to change its targeting directors over to the Brooklyn and fire like that. Try and get some decent HE salvos off on there and disable a few things. Might get the Naganami actually to lay down a smoke screen for everyone, or at least itself. It's not going to protect the whole task force there. And the Fubuki, what is your course doing with everyone? I think we're going to stay as we are there, actually. Congo, what's your solution? 96%. Okay, and the Naganami is just getting a bit worse there. That's not great at all. Oh yeah, it's not great at all. It's now going on to our rudders and propellers again. You know what, I'm going to get the Naganami to brake and actually get out of there. Oh, that was a lovely hit. Lovely, lovely hit. Naganami, yeah, brake and actually just get out. Like that, if you can, please. That'd be brilliant. Though your rudders and propellers are damaged, so it's going to take some time. But we're looking good, actually. Looking good. The Congo solution's gone right down, but so has their speed now. So this is going to be a little bit easier to hit, actually, with a manual shot. And again, I do recommend testing out your aim with manual shots, because it does save you ammunition if you can get them on target. You don't need to give them a hell of a lot of lead, because our actual distance is nothing at all, and they are coming towards us. So I think about there to compensate for the turn. See what happens with that. It'd be nice to see what happens. Shouldn't take too long for them to come in there. Yeah, that was probably it, actually. One of those two. That was looking decent. And the more hits we get on it, the slower it's going to go, of course. Yeah, let's hold our fire, actually, with our heavy cruisers and get them to do some manual shots as well. Congo's reloaded and is ready to go, so we're going to do that again. I think we're going to aim about here, like that. I am going to be dastardly and use the pause button here, just very quickly like that. And we're going to get one off again from the Myoka, which is ready to fire, like I think that. Brilliant stuff. I'm just going to tell everyone to hold on again, very quickly. Don't want to waste their ammo. Brilliant stuff. Oh, there's a lovely fire over there on the bow of the ship. It's going very, very slowly now. We should get some decent hits off here. Please, please, please. Yeah, look at that. And the Brooklyn sunk. Excellent stuff. That must have been some nice direct hits from the Congo there. And that is the power of manually firing your shots. You can easily get rid of things. So I think actually we're going to order a retreat now. Because these ships are deciding actually to stay away from us. Yeah, I think it's probably for the best, to be honest. But the Marne's really not moving too quickly at all there. Very, very tempting to stay in the action, actually. But I think we're going to play it safe and actually get out. So what's going to happen is Fubuki's going to lead the retreat and actually send a smoke screen down, as well as the Chikuma and the Congo, like that. How's the Naganami doing now? It says the fires aren't so bad, and they're not, but I would like to focus our attention onto this propeller and rudder, and that's only going to happen once we got rid of these floods of fires to stop them spreading, unfortunately. Okay, so I think we're going to merge, or not necessarily merge, but bring these two task forces closer together so we have a massive fleet there just to take on and hopefully wipe out that task force there in one fell swoop. Otherwise, we're going to carry on pursuing this carrier. We do have this Jake over here patrolling. I'm going to bring it up a bit closer. We are trying to get in contact with I-17 and I-15. We're going to double check how long it's going to take the Shokaku to launch aircraft. It can launch them now, so we're not going to waste any time. We're going to get some Capes straight over there. And I am absolutely certain they'll be intercepted by fighters either along the way or if they do come into contact with that CV. So what we're going to do is launch them and wait for it to say that Shokaku is ready to launch again. Though Fuso Task Force has come in there, we've not actually measured that very well, but we should be right on top of them there. And even though the Fuso is damaged, as well as some of our heavy cruisers, they have just lost a light cruiser, so we should be okay here. Should be okay. Yeah, we're right on top of them. So what we're going to do is actually turn around and try and engage them like that. So we're going to go increase our speed a little and actually get some shots off, I think. So what we're going to do is try and find the biggest threat, which is the Cleveland there. I'm going to shoot that with the Fuso with some narrow spotting fire. I've turned that to HE, don't know why, that needs to be AP. And that's going to do the same over here. Commando is going to do the same, it's going to fire at the Cleveland. We do need to identify it for our solutions. So let's do that. We're on CL and Cleveland. There we go. Tone, going to do the same, please. Like that. AP narrow spot to start with, like that. We are going to identify their other ships. So this one is the, we think it's a Benham, don't we? So stop, Benham, not a Bennett, a Benson. Oh, they all start with B's, eh? All start with B's. So the Inazuma is going to fire on that. Guess over here again, like that. We're going to get all of our destroyers on that, actually, I think. So that includes the Makinami, like that, and the Suzuki, like that. Excellent stuff. The Chokai is going to fire on, I think, the Marn over here. And that's going to fire HE onto it to start with, I think. Purely HE. And that is a Marn, please. And we're going to identify this Farragut while we have the time. There we go. And I believe that is everything. Oh, we didn't set a target for the foot attacker, did we? So that's going to fire on the Marn as well. And that's also going to fire some HE off on that. Brilliant stuff. Let's get going. Our distance is just under 10 kilometers there, so we shouldn't have any difficulties hitting them, really. Our Fuso already up to between 60 and 70% solution. So the Tone should be about the same. Yeah, let's get back on the Cleveland there so we can see that a bit easier. Not HE, want AP. Thank you very much. Kumano, where are you? Yep, you can do the same. Guess off of there. Foot attacker, yeah, just give you a little bit more time. This has already been hit, so what we're going to do, yep, if we don't get a smoke screen up, we're going to lose the Suzuki. Americans have so much firepower on their light cruisers, it is unreal. Absolutely unreal. So we're going to get that up, and that should help us as well with the rest of our group. Although since we're firing through the smoke now, and because they've also got a smoke screen up, that is going to be rather difficult to get our solutions up again. So we are going to go back to full spotting. No idea why the hell I put that on HE. That's not going to do anything for us. It's really not going to do anything for us. We might actually be able to get some manual shots off on there, so I'm going to hold that. It does look like it's going to slow down and possibly even hit this Benson in front. So we're going to see what we're doing there. Give us a bit of time just to slow down and see what happens there, because I think it might... No, is it going to pass over? Yeah, I think it's going to pass over there. Not a problem. Actually, the Benson is... we're going to change it to HE. It's going to hold off there. We are going to fire on that while it's stuck in the water there. Having said that, we are going to look very quickly What was firing? So, yeah, it's going at 4 knots, so I think this is the ideal time to shoot a mangle shot on there, like that. Should be just on the tip there. No need to give it so much lead at all. Gotta hold off again. Hopefully this doesn't straddle it too much. Come on, come on, come on, come on. There we go, that's it. That was a nice couple hits in there. The thing is, even if it is dead in the water there, its guns will still be active until either its magazines explode or it is sunk. Which now it is. Excellent stuff. So what are the other ships doing? Looks like they're retreating, so what we're going to do is get some mangle shots off onto this Cleveland here. Like so. I think, well, since it's getting closer, we don't need to give it so much lead. It's going quite fast as well. So we do need to give it quite a bit of lead actually, like that. Let's try that. And hold, and gets over. Just have a look, see what's going on. We do need to watch out for this Azitsky. I think I'd get to tell that to get out of there actually. There should be the Fuso shots coming in, just about maybe. That was probably it. Did get some hits in. I'm going to tell this Azitsky to get out of there. Oh yeah, that really needs to get out. What has happened? Its rudder is almost completely destroyed there. What the hell is going on with its course anyway, because it should still be in formation here. It's absolutely stupid there. Let's go full speed if possible. The Kamano as well. What is going on with our ships? Yeah, they've decided to just... Oh my god. Tell you what. Let's get the Kamano to break, and it can come out like this if possible, please. And actually... I don't know, should it? Because that's not really the best place for it to go. Okay, what we're going to do is get a smoke screen on that. If anyone knows if this is a bug or something, because this is so frustrating. When the AI, just the insubordination when it decides, oh, I'm going to make a formation of my own there. Yeah, do as I want, it'll be fine, it'll be fine. No problem. So the Fuso's in its own formation. We're going to get it to slow down. I need to go full speed and try and avoid this, don't we? It's so annoying when your biggest enemy is actually your own team, you know? Okay, let's see what's going on with this. Leave the Cleveland alone for just a minute or so and see what's going on with this, I think. Having said that, we'd like to get another shot off. Tell you what, let's just get that on narrow spotting for now. What is going on here? Oh my god! Oh my god! Slow down, mate. Slow down. Can you not see the massive battleship in front of you? Oh my god! No, actually, let's keep this one turning. It can go round over here. No, stop moving. Just go backwards. Jesus Christ. Yeah, this can carry on like that. What speed are you going? Okay. This is what we get for saying we're basically won the game. This is what we get. Jesus Christ. So I'm going to take manual control of this as well and speed us up like that. I guess it's a turn around. We can get a smoke screen on here as well. Yeah, like that. We're going to get HE narrow spotting. How's the Cleveland looking? Doesn't look like it's taken any more hits than what we just gave it. Rather unfortunate. Zitsky, how you doing? You get even more fires on your centre there, haven't you? Ridiculous. Okay, so the Fuso needs to stop moving, or at least stop turning. Fuso's re-established contact with the Farragut, not a problem. Let's carry on like this. So just turn off the port a little bit so you don't hit this. You can carry on and start going forwards again. Actually, I think we're going to give this just its own set of nav points there, like that, and that can go full speed. Since these ships are in somewhat of a formation there, it's going to get them on circular, form up like that, and they're going to start going almost full speed there, and they're going to curve around like that. Makanami, what's you up to? Are you in formation with anyone? You're in formation sort of with the leading ships there, which is fine. You can group up like that. Brilliant stuff. You can stay with them. Not a problem. Fuso, what's you doing? You can stop turning. Brilliant stuff. And actually you can come around like this. Cut them off over there. Suzuki, yep, you can keep retreating. Excellent stuff. Chokai, actually if you form up with the Kumano's going to lead and Chokai's going to go like that. What you can do is go in a line ahead formation, I think. No, let's go line abreast, like that. You should be able to form up very nicely like that. You're going to go with the Fuso down there. So I think we've made almost the best of a bad situation there. We have taken some hits in the process. We're going to reorder this lot in that case and try and get them on a 2-column like that. We're just going to make sure they don't hit each other in the process. They're adamant that they're going to do that. And the Kumano is looking like it wants to do that with the Chokai as well. So this should have been a decisive engagement. It really should have been. But our ships just like to be insubordinate as fuck. I'm going to have to be a twat and pause this because this is really getting on my nerves now. Like that, please. It's not going to be in time, is it? Honestly. The AI has absolutely no brain. Killer Fish Games, please make sure your AI works before you release a game. Oh my god. Look at this. It's not even listening to the orders I've just given it. It's just said, nah, bugger it, mate. Nah, bugger it. This Cleveland can do what it wants today. Look at that. He's having the time of his life. Having the time of his life. We do not have a target for our destroyers over here, so we're going to get them on this ship over here. These can shoot at the Man as well. Get it AP off. Foot attacker, what are you firing at? You're on the Man, not a problem. That's what we want you on. Tone, what's he firing? I fire at the Cleveland. Okay, let's get you on narrow spotting like that. Why has it got to be so difficult? Okay, and we're recovering with the Suzuki over here as well, so that's not a problem at all. So what we're going to do with that is actually get us up over here and start firing on the Man again. That's going to get some spotting off as well. Oh my god. Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. So we're going to realign our Kumano and Chokai. Where are we? Kumano over there. Brilliant stuff. Just get them in a line ahead as they are now. Brilliant stuff. And how difficult can it be, hey, to stay like that? Honestly. Please. You can stop firing at the Man and actually go for the Cleveland. Get these ships down here on the Cleveland. Like that. Kumano, yeah, you're on us as well. Spotting fire, please. And Fuso. Okay, are these going to collide like that? No, they're not. Okay, systems back to normal. Everyone's safe from each other. Why is it so difficult? Why is it so difficult? It's really frustrating. Alright, let's get back to firing on this, shall we? Like that. Let's go like that. There we go. Oh dearie me. Alright then, so many minutes have passed and we are close to sinking the Marne over here. I'm just going to change our course with the destroyers and cruisers over here to try and get a better shot off on that. We are going to double check their solutions as well. They are still currently on rather low solutions. That's because it's covered in smoke. The Cleveland, on the other hand, not looking great. We are still getting, trying to get some nice manual shots off with the Fuso there. What we're going to do is bring these ships up to the rear of it and see what the Fuso is looking like over here. Yeah, so the Cleveland is actually going at 10 knots now. So we should be able to get some decent hits on it. We should be able to. Oh, it's always such a nice sight with that on the Fuso. Full broadside going off there. But it's this Marne that is so close to sinking, only 7 knots, so we might actually start going for a manual shot on that as well with our cruisers, and I think that's what we're going to do. We're going to get some HE off on that, I think, like this, and we're going to do the same with the Tonne over here once it has reloaded. And how are we doing with the Cleveland? It looks like we did score some hits there. Excellent stuff. Inazma's taken some hits. We'll sort this out in a second. Where is our... I thought we had a carrier in this group. Don't know why. That's just me being stupid. Fuso, what are you up to? Yeah, manual fire, please, again. Not HE, go for AP. And this one, again, is going sub 10 kilometers now. The Marne's finally sinking. Brilliant stuff. I'm sorry I missed that. So I really want to get this one down now. So with the Cleveland being the only real threat now, they will only have, I think, just one destroyer. Let's take a report. No, there will be the, yeah, there will just be the Farragut now. Excellent stuff. Hopefully that will start retreating and not pursuing us, because that would be a waste of time to try and sink that by itself. I'm just going to wait and see how this is doing. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Okay, we're getting there, we're getting there. Brilliant stuff. Let's fire off again. Didn't tell it to hold there. Yeah, that'll do, that'll do. No need to give it any lead, it's just stopping now. Brilliant stuff. Oh, that fire. Yeah, it's going to go down, it's going to go down. And there we go, the Cleveland is now finally sinking after sending so many shells at it and after dealing with our own problems as well. And the Suzuki's finally on top of all of its damage as well. That's going to come out just fine. I know you're all worried. I know you're all shedding tears. We're going to be fine. So let's get out of here and see what happens now. Yeah, it's just the Farragut left. We get a lovely 9 command points there. Would like a few more, but you know. Okay, so we're going to have a look at sinking this carrier now. What we're going to do is have a look at our Shokaku. We've got 0.1 hours before we can launch any zeros off of that, so that's what we're going to try and wait for. There we go. Shokaku, straight up. Launch aircraft. Straight over here, please. And hopefully they'll be able to catch up with the Kates before they run out of fuel over here as well. We are going to keep an eye on it with our Jake over here as well. Like that, and our I-15 is going to come straight down, try and intercept us over there. I-17 going to stay in pursuit. Not too likely we'll be able to get anything off there, but you never know. Hopefully we don't get... it's that bloody destroyer again. What have we got over here? It's the Shokaku Task Force, and we have 4 zeros. That's from the... Guadalcanal. Tell you what, we're just going to see if we can't quite retreat. Okay, we're going to get the zeros to try and scout this out. It looked like it was behind us, didn't it? We might just try and get a strafing run on it. We're going to turn around with our ships over here and try and engage them. Yep, there it is. Okay, so it's just the remaining Farraguts. We're going to tell all of our zeros to strafe that, like that. And we're going to get our surface ships to fire on that as well. What we're going to do is get HE because we don't need to with anything else, just wasting our ammo otherwise. We are of course going to, hopefully for the final time, that's a Fletcher, not Farragut, hopefully for the final time identify it and finally sink it. And after a few strafing runs there, I decided not to sink it in the end because it was just going over 20 kilometers away from our main task force, and hitting it was not going to be very likely, just a waste of ammunition there. So we're going to carry on with straight through a ball with our Fuso task force and see what we can do with that back there, and try and finally pursue this carrier. So let's go straight over to that. I'm going to run the strategic map in the back over here. I'm going to bring the Shokaku task force a bit further down over here. Try and get some stuff, but we're just running out of daytime hours now. People are going to start going back to their bases, aircraft wise, so I'm going to force them to stay in the air as long as I can with this, but it's not guaranteed at all. So that's why we're not going to go too quick here. See what we can do. Okay, looks like we're right on top of it there. That's good enough for me. Let's give this a go, eh? Hopefully we can get this down as quickly as possible, and our I-15 seems to be within range as well. There we go, we're just overshooting there, so let's go in like that. Okay, I-15 is quite far away. What I'm going to do is identify and have a look at the rest of their fleets, but it's not going to be very much to look at here. Yeah, Destroyer, Benson or Gleaves again, Brooklyn, Benson or Gleaves, Cleveland, Sims, Brooklyn, Benson or Gleaves, and yeah, Brooklyn. So this is a Yorktown. So let's identify that. This is what we're here for. We're going to go to Carrier and Yorktown. Look at that. So this could either be the Enterprise or the Hornet. Yorktown not available, and all of them are very famous carriers in their own right. And it is a pleasure to try and sink them today. So what we're going to do is actually pull back with our Kates for now. We're going to come over here like that, and they are going to go down, dive down to striking altitude. But the reason we're going to pull them back first is actually to make sure we don't have any enemy wildcats in the area before we strike, like that. So we're going to come about this a tad on the smart side, I think. Going to bring our zeros over to the Kates, of course, like that, and hopefully we will see if that works fairly well. I think we're going to decrease the altitude of our zeros just a little bit to see if they can get a decent protection of our Kates, because wildcats will of course try and dive down to hit them as well. Try and match their altitude as much as they can. But yeah, the zeros are going to scout ahead, and the Kates are going to come in behind, or that's the plan at least. I'm going to let the Kates dive down first, and the zeros are going to get, like I say, as close as they can to the Yorktown or Hornets over here. Well, the Yorktown class. Getting confused and excited. What is this doing? Again, which case is this? Number 7. Oh my god, what is it with AI and doing as they please? Honestly, get into formation there. Honestly, is it simulating deserters? What the hell's going on? But actually, because this is 1838 in the evening, they might not have any air cover. Because technically, no one should have air at all. No one should have any air up, which is excellent stuff. What we're going to do is reduce the speed of this flight and see if we can get our number 7 to just form up a bit easier with that. Should be nice. Yeah, so they shouldn't really have any wildcats about. If we can sync this, there will be the Hito's hero. Hito, or Hito being Japanese for people. So if we can sync this, this would be amazing stuff, and get some revenge for the Fuso and such. That would be brilliant. So we're going to start bringing our approaches now. I'm going to get 2 on the front, and I think try and get 1 on the sort of to the rear, like that maybe. Actually, let's bring it down a bit like that, yeah. And because it's dark, their visibility should be down as well, and they clearly don't have any fighter support. So what the Zeros are going to do is actually try and draw their AA fire away from the Kates, I think. I will happily lose a few Zeros over the Kates, so long as it means the Kates don't get harassed too badly by the AA fire that comes in. That would be brilliant stuff. Okay, so our first flight is pretty much in position there. We're going to tell them to attack now. Our second flight, I think we're going to tell them to attack from here as well. And our third coming up from the rear, I'm just going to bring them over here just a little bit. Hopefully our Zeros are in position now to take most of the fire away from us. So these, actually I'm going to tell them to cease and tell them to come back around again. Come into the back and try and get some back shots on to increase our spread there. Yeah, they're going for the Zeros, brilliant stuff. So this group can go, and this means that, yeah, okay, they're starting to go onto our Kates now, but that does mean it's minimal fire, or as much as minimal as it can get. Hopefully they don't drop right on top of this cruiser. Still anyone's game, still anyone's game. There we go, that's at least 1 off. Come on guys, come on, don't lose everyone before you drop. No, 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 no. Oh, this is terrible, this is absolutely terrible. Could not be going a lot worse. Why we set this up pretty much perfectly? Oh, did they even drop? Did they even drop? What's going on here? Oh, I'm an idiot. I forgot to tell them to attack. No. Why am I so stupid? I got struck by a dud as well. No. I told them to attack. Oh, no. No, 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 no. We had the perfect opportunity. That's so annoying. Well, I'm an idiot. I'm a complete idiot there. We've lost so many planes for nothing. We've got 1 hit on it. Perfect opportunity as well. Low visibility. Zeros to take the flak for us. And only 1 successful torpedo hit. Oh dearie me, I'm saucy. Oh, I'm so saucy. But we'll see, I suppose. We'll see what happens. We'll tell everyone to get back to base. And maybe we'll get in range. I'll give it till the morning, maybe, and see what happens. Well, it's morning, and of course we didn't catch sight of it with our submarines. So I think we will adjourn that engagement to the next episode, guys. Oh, I can only end that on a low point, I'm afraid. With that low point, I can only end it rather on an apology for you all. Oh, I just made myself look rather stupid. These things happen, though. You just got to go with it. Well, in that case, I hope you found some entertainment in my struggle. Please leave your feedback in the comment section below. Prepared to take everything from you there. But otherwise, I'll see you in the next episode. I hope you had a great time watching this video today, and I'll see you in the next one. I've been the Edified Gamer, and I hope your nights and days are auspicious. Goodbye.